Show and into the Corey Roddick experience tonight. Or maybe no Corey Roddick experience because the Magic are in town. Orlando Magic are 0-4. They are not exactly killing it right now, but they'll get to play your Cleveland Cavaliers tonight at 7 o'clock here on MMS.
Right, in front of me and Mary and Grandma and Mary's boyfriend, whatever his name is.
Brian.
And, you're all going to be there, sitting together?
No, Dummy got upgraded seats over here, and he's not sharing the wealth. So.
That seems to make him the opposite of a dummy.
He's a dummy because he didn't give them to me, just like before.
Well,
no, that would make him a dummy if he gave away upgraded seats.
No. Remember what happened when Bill didn't give me his tickets to the Guardians playoff game? What happened?
A gypsy woman died.
The Guardians lost. So if the Cavs lose tonight, it's because, once again, Bill did not give me his upgraded seats.
Well, I don't think that.
Where are your upgraded seats?
Lower bowl. Let me see.
And you'll be up in Loudville, I assume?
I
got a pair.
last row.
Don't you want to be up? Oh, like the I-beams hitting you in the head?
I don't know. They're free.
But don't you want to be
mine
up
were
there
also
with,
free.
what do they say, Bill? Up there with the real
The
fans?
real fans.
The real fans
Like
are up
Mary
there in Loudville.
Santora.
Mm-hmm.
The real fans.
I wear a basketball shirt. I don't like basketball.
It says Cleveland basketball.
It's
You
from our
just got
friends.
done complaining about the seats. Straight into pivot, segue. I don't like basketball.
So why do you want to be closer to it?
Because if I have to be at something I don't enjoy, I want nicer things.
Here's
I want
the thing.
nicer seats.
You're going to like this. They have a pretty sizable video screen there.
No, they
You
don't.
can look straight up. You don't even have to crane
No.
your neck looking down and
What's it
squinting.
called?
At the level she's at, you look straight forward.
It's like watching TV.
You don't have to, yeah, right. You don't have to squint your neck or squint your eyes looking at the action on the floor. You can look at the
Straight ahead, baby.
Yeah, it's called Giganto Monitor or something.
Something like that.
It's got a name.
Large screen.
Yeah.
I'll be in section 102.
Oh, my God. This guy. Well, I'm just saying.
Row 16.
If the Cavs lose tonight, we all know why.
Section
you're
102,
there.
row 16, for anybody looking to buy a beer. For somebody sitting in that seat, there you go. It'll be Bill and Grandma, and you'll hear a tiny, faraway voice up in Loudville.
If you want to sit
Cursing,
near Mary,
cursing, and that'll be Mary.
Poundcake, do you want to go to the game? I got my Loudville tickets. I still have them. I'm trying to find someone to give them to.
No, I can get better seats than that.
Well, you
For
should
free?
get. He's got
Yes.
a hookup there. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows people.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
He's chasing his
That's-
basketball dream.
Mm-hmm. But if anybody else wants them, just email me, bill@alancoxshow.com. Completely free, and you'll be sitting close to the Mary Santora.
Hey, there you go. So 7 o'clock tonight at the Romo Fijo Cavaliers on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us on the app from outside Ohio, tell me where. Trucker Stone listens in Manchester, New York. Aaron's in Waldorf, Maryland. And we have a lot of bureau chiefs in Minneapolis. We have Evan and Joel and Sean and Molly. And about 20 minutes north of Minneapolis, suburban Minneapolis, is a town called Brooklyn Park. There's a guy who accidentally, he was just trying to have some fall fun. He shot himself in the leg in a corn maze while he was up there. He's trying to get corn out of his boot when his...
There's a kernel in my boot.
There's a kernel. When his fire... You got to be strapped in the corn maze. So it makes perfect sense that he'd be up there.
All of a sudden I heard this bang, and I thought it was fireworks or something. Everybody was having a good time. The kids were laughing and playing and having a ball, and then that happens, and, it was really upsetting.
He was removing corn kernels from his boot by bending over at the waist, and that's when the firearm discharged. Yeah, maybe you're carrying it for personal protection, but you also have to think about the people around. You have that responsibility to make sure that you're making good decisions and that you have the equipment and that you're conducting yourself to keep everybody safe.
There you go. 38-year-old man was at the maze with his family. A responsible gun owner who went to get the car. Everybody knows. You wait until you get out to the car to get the corn out of your boot. You take your boot off. You lean against the car.
Take your gun off.
Well, this guy sounds like a dummy. You lean against the car. I'm just talking boot safety. I'm not talking
What if one of
corn
those
safety.
scarecrows had come to life and attacked him?
Or his children.
Or his children. Or what if Jeepers Creepers was real?
But what if
Jeepers Creepers was real? Think about if Jeepers Creepers was real?
What if but that scarecrow would have had limited weaponry, right? It would have had maybe a stalk.
Also, they can't be stopped by conventional weapons.
Is that what it is?
I mean,
so the
Scarecrow.
force multiplier doesn't matter.
yeah,
there?
I mean, if you have a gun and you shoot a scarecrow, it's going right through
Fire?
the straw.
Fire's
Yeah,
there.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, not a firearm. You shoot it, it just goes right through
they
the
don't
hay.
have actual fire
Yeah.
in them?
So you have to set it on fire.
Ah.
At least he's got a story, you know? Oh, how'd you shoot yourself in the leg? I was at a corn maze, and I was getting corn out of my boot. He said that the gun didn't have a safety on it. Well,
Okay,
there
so
you
why
go.
are you carrying around a gun that doesn't have a
Responsible gun owners out there in the corn mazes all strapped up. Why, what?
He's just lucky he only shot himself and didn't shoot a kid.
Yeah.
Well, that's what that sheriff was saying. Listen. Yeah, imagine you walk out of there like the end of a Stephen King movie. Walk out of the corn maze like Children of the Corn, holding a kid across your arms. He wants you too, Malachi.
Now, that's the thing, too. If I saw a kid just walk out of the cornfield dressed like a pilgrim, fire away.
Would they have to be dressed like a pilgrim?
Well, 'cause
What if he's wearing like trainers and
Yeah,
like
that
a
looks
starter jacket?
Like, if he looks like
What?
a regular kid.
But that's how they
that's a
fool
thing.
ya.
But if he's dressed like a Children of the Corn kid, they kind of have an old
You open fire is what you're saying.
Yeah, if they got
Yeah.
that Malachi look to them.
He's clearly come from the
Pop,
past too. Yeah. Okay. Everything you got, you're unloading on that kid that comes out of the corn maze.
I'm probably just gonna kick him. I don't think I would
heavy
even.
kick, you know?
Yeah, I could kick a kid pretty far.
I think so.
What if you shot him down because you were terrified, and then you walk over to him and he goes, "I was coming to give you money."
I'm like, well, you still
money?
got the money, man.
Yeah. What pocket is it in?
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's in
I'm
your.
gonna just take.
It's
the
in your
money.
boot, isn't it? I think we can probably come to a reasonable solution here.
Where's a child getting money to give an adult?
He's from the past. He had a paper route.
Okay.
He stole from the cash box
Okay.
at church.
I don't want his taint.
He tucked the bills inside his cummerbund and
Do like
was
a good
going
corn-
about his business.
Do like a good corn maze though. That's fun.
These corn mazes, who cares?
They don't do anything for me. either.
No,
It's fun.
it's a maze of corn. No, it's fine. I mean, it's okay. But there is that half second where you go, I'm not sure which way to go. And that's when I stop having fun. When it becomes a legit
A
maze.
maze?
Yes. Because people go, let's do the corn maze. Cool. It's going to be, I assume, it's a lot of kids, some parents. They're not going to make it, not a high level of difficulty, right?
There's
It's
some.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
world's largest
and
or
that's
world's
when
hardest corn maze or
That's when
whatever.
I stop having fun.
Well, I don't
freak
need
out?
I just want to get from one side to the other with my kid.
You just want to go for a walk.
Well, I don't want to go in there at all. But if my kid goes, let's do the corn maze, I don't put up a stink. I go, yes, absolutely, let's do the corn maze.
And
I
then
don't
one
want to be
wrong
in there.
turn?
I don't want to be in there for a half an hour. I didn't come here for that. I came here to get some spiced apple cider,
Mm-hmm.
donuts,
Mm-hmm.
and
Shoot yourself in the leg.
in the foot while I'm trying to get corn out of my boot.
My hillbilly family goes to the corn maze, the pumpkin patch every year, and Brian came with us the last 2 years. This year was particularly bad because all the kids were acting out. This was a few weeks ago. And my oldest niece, the one who is sassy and has an attitude, and called me and asked me how much money I make on TikTok and
Yep.
why I haven't bought her a car and
Yep.
things like that.
The one that's most like you.
The one that's most like me. She was picking corn off of the stalks and just throwing them into the air
Mhm.
in the maze. And just wherever they land, they land.
Mhm.
So then all
She was
five...
being a little shucker.
Yeah, all of the other 5 children started doing the same thing. And then Brian's like, pulled his daughter aside. He's like, hey, you can't act like that. And she's looking around like, everybody's acting like this. It's like, why can't I
When
act
in
like
Rome, Dad. When in the corn
And
maze.
then he's looking at me like, your stupid family is making our child act bad. And I'm like, listen, man, there's nothing I can do about it. She's going to pick it and throw it anyway. And he's
Let
like,
her
"But-
join in the fun.
Right. And he's like, no, she could hurt someone. Like, there's other people in here, you know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think we're probably going to go on our own next year.
Did your niece actually win $500?
Yes. We were at, so
Was that your niece?
that's my 3-year-old niece on my Instagram story. We were at the Oriole last night. It's one of my favorite bars. They got
The what?
The Oriole.
Oh, in Berea?
In Berea.
Okay.
We've been going there since we were little kids, like
To a
my
bar.
niece's age. Yes.
Yep.
They have the best chicken wings. My dad has been taking us in there since we were toddlers.
Mhm.
And so we go in, we're going to have our chicken wings, and we're hanging out. And my sister goes and buys some of the pull tabs. And my niece is like looking at it. And I
They
asked-
sell those at the bar?
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
They're
okay.
like a little machine. Each one of them costs $1.
Gotcha.
And so pull tabs, cardboard crack, instants. If you go to bingo, those are all the different names for it. my sister went and bought some and brought them back to the table. And my niece is like looking at them. And I said, Belle, have you ever seen one of these before? And she was like, no. And I like showed her how to open it. And she doesn't recognize what any of the symbols mean or anything like that. So she's just having fun opening it.
Is it, because I don't know about them either. Is it like a
You should go the Orioles
slot
sometime.
machine where you have to get 3
Yeah,
cherries?
like 3 cherries. And
Okay.
if you win, there's a line through it. So it's just a bunch of symbols, but you'll know you'll win if there's a line through it and then a little yellow number of how
Okay.
much you won, a little yellow dollar amount. So it's literally just a piece of cardboard that has a perforated tab, and you pull the tab open. Why
Gotcha.
it's called a pull tab.
Gotcha.
So we're cracking them open, we're doing them, nothing. And I was like, is it a winner, loser? Oh, loser. So she keeps going through them, losers.
How many were there?
Losers. I think 50. I think my sister bought
$50
$50
in
worth.
pull tabs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she got her money back.
Well, so then we're doing it. And I asked Bella, I go, Bella, what's the name of this game? She goes, losers. And I was like, actually, kind of. Yes, that's accurate. So my sister comes back. She led like 25 and 25. She comes back with a second 25, and my niece is going, and she goes, Aunt May, a line! Like, she's so excited. I was like, oh, a line means a winner. Good job. And we opened it up, and it was a $500 winner.
Wow.
Yeah. And she didn't know. She didn't care. I asked her if she could read the number. I was like, do you know what that number says? And she's not having any fun. She just
Right.
reached for the next pull tab because she just enjoys opening them. But my sister's just laughing and looking at me. I was like, beginner's luck, I guess. It's her first time.
Good for her, dude. That's pretty wild.
She won $500.
Well,
at
no
age
pull tabs
3.
here. You will get twice that amount right now. You can go fund yourself with $1,000. Here's your next keyword. Listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword check at WMMS.com. That's check. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
If you do listen to us on the iHeartRadio app, you can always leave us talkback button messages there.
Alan, it's Dustin down here in Georgia. Cody talks about he's doing little by little and trying to improve his skills. He does a 30-minute podcast. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, do it for an hour. Talk for an entire 60 minutes. I mean, you talk for 30 minutes once a week. You could do better. Come on, man.
I
know
thought your
you can do
podcast
it.
was an hour. Everybody's a critic, aren't they?
Well,
But also, Dustin, I'm going to take it from here. Poundcake, do a 60-minute podcast. Do better.
Don't even play it. Don't you
Do
dare.
better.
What do you mean don't
Do
play
better,
it?
do better.
this week's podcast is
All right, I won't play it.
But I want to play it.
Bill, listen to what Mary says. Not gonna
Mary,
play it.
you don't tell Alan how to do his job.
Do better.
That's
Do better with Bill Squire.
I thought you were doing hour-long podcasts.
It's half hour to 45 minutes, but actually this one was a lot longer. This one is not an hour. It's after I edited it down, it was 56 minutes.
Well,
So
what's
my
Dustin
apologies.
bitching about then?
Because people like to bitch.
Most of them are shorter.
I thought most of them were like an hour.
No, they're
Oh.
like half hour to 45 minutes. Most of them are half hour.
All right, well, so what?
If it's just me, I don't like to blab on for a whole hour, so I will make it like 25 to 30 minutes. If I have a guest, that is usually a lot longer. If me and Fancy can get talking, and to be like 30 to 45 minutes. When there's a guest that hasn't been on before, it's probably like about an hour. I'm having the audience get to know them.
You know what it is?
it's not
Dustin's got that
everything.
YouTube channel, so he's a fellow content creator, and he's taking umbrage with what he perceives to be Poundcake's lack of enthusiasm or commitment
It's not even that.
to his own product.
It's not even that. It's really hard to have people's attention for a whole hour. Like, unless not
Who
everything.
you telling?
But I'm
Try
just,
doing it for 20 a week.
But we also have like breaks in between. Like, we don't have a whole segment where we're talking for a whole hour.
No, but
You
if you
can take a
removed the
break.
commercials from this show, it would still be multiple hours of talking
Correct,
straight.
but
yeah.
like
It's
there's
about 3.5, 3:45 a day.
but there are certain segments where we can it happens, but not it doesn't happen very often where we have a topic and we talk about it for multiple segments. We don't do that.
Correct.
Well, it's different.
Yeah. No, listen, I didn't realize I thought they were all an hour. I don't
No,
know what
they're not
Dustin's
an hour.
complaining about. All right.
They're not an hour. But
Some people like to complain.
it's fine. I mean, that I can take the criticism, but it's what I feel is that will get people's engagement for that episode. I want it to be good. I would hate if I have 30 minutes of good content and if I were to record an hour and have it just be like, oh, well, I'm only talking so I can get to a full hour. That's not good. Because people won't listen.
Well, and there's no pressure either, which is the good part.
Well, that's why I enjoy doing it, because there's no pressure.
Right.
I enjoy doing the podcast because it's what I get to talk about, and it's my little medium. I don't
You
want
don't
to
feel
have
like
to go
there's any
on.
pressure doing your podcast?
No.
There's no stakes. He doesn't have to get ratings.
You don't have to get ratings, but you still want people to listen to it and
You want to, but his
and
life ain't
grow
gonna,
a fan base.
life's not
and
going to change if it does. I mean,
and-
it's
and, you know,
No,
that's
I don't
that's
feel
the stake.
I don't feel pressure doing the podcast. I feel pressure when I'm doing something with the podcast, like booking a guest on the podcast, because I want it to sound professional. But no, what exactly? What are the stakes? Like if I don't book a guest, like I wanted Chris Allen on my podcast, if I didn't get him, there's no harm, no foul. I'll do something else. It's at my discretion.
it's your little bit of real estate.
Feels
Hey,
good.
hey, Ricardo,
Hey, Alan, how are you?
what's going on?
Not much, man. Mr. Bill.
Hey, what's up, Ricardo?
Hey, Mary, how are you?
Yo.
So, Alan, real quick, couple things. Pat on back to the gentleman that shit himself.
Shot
Back
himself
home,
in a corn maze. Had he done the other
Yeah.
thing in a corn maze,
He
no one
said
would have
shot.
noticed.
He has an accent.
I know.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, to my ear.
Anyway.
All right.
My buddy, this is years ago back home, so they own a rotisserie chicken venue, multiple of them. So his mom will ask him to come with him to go get the money, right? So she's counting the money in the counter there, and he has his hand on his gun on his waist. This guy is 6'7", 250 pounds, big guy, right? And he's playing with the triggers. This is dumb, right? And boom, goes off.
Yep.
Went through the top of the pouch of the tighty-whitey,
Yep.
went out through the bottom of the pouch of the tighty-whitey into his top of his foot in the bottom. Did not touch his junk.
Yeah.
So I hear about this. I go and visit and whatnot, and he has a staple on the wall with the two holes going there, the tighty-whitey. And I go up to him and it's like, how you doing? He's like, it hurts, but, my junk is fine. I was like, your junk's small, dude. I wouldn't put that on the wall. Like, literally.
You're advertising that you're not hung, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Oh, my God. It was
And
funny.
you're a
but
bad
yeah,
shot.
accidents do happen.
Well, hopefully he
Accidents do
takes it
happen.
down before any ladies come over. That's nothing that you want. You're right.
Exactly.
You don't want to brag about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, one more thing. So fall is here, and I know we brush on this a couple of times throughout the years. How is your $500 denim jacket coming along? Because it's fall time. I'm pretty sure you're wearing it. You already threw it into the lake with a bunch of rocks in the pockets. It's nice and seasoned now, right?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
My $500 denim jacket?
Or $400, or really expensive from Canada. Yeah, the one.
You bought a denim jacket and then you never
in
wear it.
Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
from G-Raw. It wasn't $500. I mean, it was a few $100s. I do wear it. Yeah. No, listen, I love this time of year. I love this time of year because I get to pull out all my cool jackets. I'm in here in a hoodie every day, but I mean,
I was going to say,
you know,
how come we never get to see your
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
jacket?
yeah.
I ain't dressing up for this place. What are you talking about? Talking about when
look better than feel better.
Ricardo is talking about being out on the town.
Instagram off.
Say what?
Come on. Put it up on the ground for us to see it.
Okay, I'll wear it one of these days. And,
push it.
yeah, I'll wear it one of these days.
Wear it
and
for the Cox Out next Monday.
for the Cox Out next
you go.
Monday.
Yeah, your costume could be a cool
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Denim Dan.
guys.
There you go. Okay,
Another
thank you,
show.
Ricardo. Thank you, pellers. Ricardo, he's numero 10 on our Alan Cox Show Latino list. There he is. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, maybe I will. My costume will be guy who overpaid for a waxed leather jacket. Yeah, no, I'll pull it out and I'll wear it, and then Ricardo will be happy. Thank you, Ricardo. I got to take a break. If you want to text 35192, you can watch live at AlanCoxShow.com. You can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS. The Buzzard cannot save you from the beating your savings and 401k are taking.
Higher prices.
Inflation.
The stock market.
All we can do is give you the chance to win enough money to spend on things to significantly reduce your lifespan.